So for those of you first that are new, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and please share. I always put inspiration sheets with all the measurements to my projects on my blog at stampingwithamore.com, where you can download and print it. Alright, so who's ready for a new character box? Now this one is for Christmas, but it'll give you time to make plenty of them because this one's so cute. I hope you like this one. I've had a lot of requests for one. So here is our little elf. So look at how cute he is. Oh my gosh. He turned out really cute. It took me forever, y'all, to figure out what to use for this project because, yeah, it was hard to come up with a little elf for different things. You know, like for his hair, but I'm using different kinds of dyes from different sets, and I'm going to show you everything that we use, and I'm going to show you which I cut out of which colors, and then we will proceed to make this little guy. But isn't he cute? So for those of you who are new to my channel, I have done a whole series. I don't know if this is what number this is. The very first one I did was Uncle Sam. Then it just whirlwind from there. I don't know if this is 17 or 18, but I'm going to try to find them all and put them in a playlist. Now it might take me a little while to do that, so just keep looking for it. But yeah, they are all on my blog, or not on my blog, they are all on my YouTube channel where you can find them. And I'll show you a few here that I've done in the past. Alright, so the first one that started it all was this Uncle Sam. And he's really cute. He became popular. And then everybody asked, could you do a Santa? And so, yes, I went ahead and figured out a Santa. Now, I started a lot of these with two handles, but I ended up doing one because the other one kind of gets in the way of putting your goodies in. So you can do it however you want. But yeah, this is the Santa. And I don't know what was next, but I did do this snowman. I love him. He's one of my favorite. And then I've done gingerbreads. This gingerbread right here. And I did a little boy and a little girl. And I've also did Scarecrow. I love this. Is one of my favorite as well. I love him. He's so cute. And then I did the Grinch because I love the Grinch. He is so funny. I love the Jim Carrey movie, and I watch it a couple times every Christmas season. I love this movie. So I made the Grinch. But there's so many more, y'all. I've done bunnies, and for Easter I've done penguins. So I've had a lot of requests for an elf. So here is your little elf. So let's get started. Oh, I didn't show you the latest one. So this one I just recently did for Halloween, Mr. Frankie. I love him too. He turned out real cute. I did do Dracula as well, I think last year or the year before. So we did this one this year. So that was my latest one. So now we have the little elf. Now I'm going to show you everything I used because there's quite a few dies that I used for this. Actually, I've gotten a lot out of one stamp set, and one die set, and I'll show you that. So I'm using the Snowy Wonder, and I am using it for the snow globe that's in here. I'll show you the pieces right here. So this piece right here is going to be his face, so it's very important. If you have circles, I think this is 3 1/4 inch or 3 1/2 inch circle. If you have one of those dies, you can use that. But this works perfect because it looks just like a head. And so I use that one for his face. I'm using the Everyday Details. And where did my die go? Oh, it's right here. I'm using this for his hat. And it's from the Everyday Details dies. These right here, these are really good dies too, y'all. I love this set. And then this is for his hat, to get those little points on his hat. I might do it a little bit different this time too, to get a little bit of a different look. And then we're using the Cheerful Daisies, and this is just for this part right here, which is going to be his hair. And then the rest of it all is from the Reindeer Fun dies. Now, if you haven't seen my ornament, I did an ornament using these deer, and these are the 3 pieces for that. And we are using those. We are using the holly and ivy and these little bells, and also this is actually going to be on his neck for his collar, but this is actually lights that are like Christmas lights. But this is the stamp set that goes with it. When you get the bundle, you save 10% as usual. And I'm using the Merry Christmas for the top right here, where I did Merry Christmas at the top of it. All right, that's everything. Whatever you have, try to use. You can switch things out if you want, but these are all the things that I use. Now, you also need a piece of 8x8. All these boxes are the exact same size. A couple years ago, I switched it up a little bit to change the way I build it, but other than that, they're all the same size. And then this piece is 11 by 1/2, and that's for the handle. So you do need some scraps, and this is a great way to use your scraps, y'all. So I'm using this for our little berries. This is going to be for our bells. So we're going to do the bells with the gold foil. I'm using garden green, and this one is going to be for this part. And then this one is pecan pie, which is going to be his hair, and that's what we're using for the hair, is this one from the daisies. Let me scoot out. This is going to be on its own. We're going to punch the eyes out for that. And then we are going to, on this one, cut out these reindeer. And I think let's see if I can I think I'm going to need another piece of garden green. We're going to cut those 2 out of that. And this one, I'm using this piece. And this piece is 1 1/4 by 3. No, that's not I think this one's the wrong one. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one for his hat. We're going to cut it shorter. It's going to be about 3 inches when we get done. And then this one's for that. So I need another piece of green for the holly, which I'm going to cut out. I'm going to change the holly a little bit. I'm going to use some garden green ink, and I'm going to sponge the ends so it looks better on the green hat. And then this one is for the face. This is just an extra oh no, this is for the hat. And this piece is 2 inches by 4 1/4. And we're just going to cut the hat part out of this. I'll show you how we're going to do that in just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to take all of these to the cut and emboss. I'm going to run them through, and then I will be back to show you how to put him all together. Okay, y'all, we got his hair. This is going to be for the hat, and I'll show you how to do that. We need to get our little piece here out. We're going to assemble him before we do the box, and then just glue him to the box. It seems to work the best that way. So this is for his neck part, his little collar. And then we have our reindeer here. We're going to use these for his ears. You'll see that in just a minute. And then I'm going to use, here's our bell. I'm going to use that little bell right there. I'm going to use this one for just the nose. So we got his little nose there. Here's the face. And then here's our holly. We're not going to use all 3 of these holly. We're going to just cut it to 2. And then our little berries. So all our pieces are going to be all ready to go. Don't want to lose the die. Oh, there we go. All right, so all of those are all ready to go. We're going to put him together, and you'll see how easy it is to put together. First, let's do the part of the hat here, the bottom part. I'm going to actually cut this down to about 3 inches, but let's go ahead. I'm going on these little dots, and we're going to just start cutting along the little dots. And it's going to give it that little crown look. So I'm just going up and down all of these here. And there's just one more. So you can see how that looks like a little crown. All these little things are wanting to fall out, so let's just get them out here. So this is going to look a little bit different than our other one, but I think it's cuter. All right, so let's get these out of the way. All these little pieces, they get in the way, and then I'll get into my other parts. So, all right, so let's cut this down to 3 inches. So I'm going to cut it about right here. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to do like almost like a little half moon around it here, just from one corner to the other. And it's just going to be so it fits on his head better. I need to do this a little bit straighter though. So it's going to be like that. So that's our little crown. And we are going to start with his hair. Oh, let's do the other part of his hat first. I need to cut it. So I'm going to cut it from this corner to this corner on a diagonal, which is going to create his hat. I need to get that straighter too. You can do it on the trimmer, but okay, that's going to be his hat right there. All right, and we're going to fold it later when we get to that part. All right, so let's start with his hair. Now I'm going to put on his hair like this. I'm going to go ahead and glue it, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. I recommend using some kind of wet glue for this part because, y'all, it's just easier to move it around and get it where you want it. And I'm only gluing half because I want to use a couple pieces from the other one. So we're going to glue that down there. And I'm going to cut this down. And we're going to use parts of this. So I'm just going to cut like little pieces. And you're not going to see that you're piecing this. I'm going to just put one like on the side because I want it to like be underneath and be on the side. So it just kind of shows a little bit more hair, but you're not going to see it because the the little hat is going to go around it. So we're going to do another piece off of here, and we're going to do the same with that just to make it look a little bit longer. On the side here. All right, so now it doesn't look like that much right now, but it's super cute. And we are going to go ahead and let's go ahead and put his ears on. So for his ears, we are using this deer, and we're just going to cut off the antlers and just shape it. And then I'm going to cut it like that so you can see that looks like an ear there. We're going to do the same with this one. And I'm going to cut this one this way. So you see those two little pieces right there, here and here. And then I'm going to use my Petal Pink blend, and we are going to add a little bit of pink inside his ear here. I'm going to do it on this one too. We're going to bring this back. Let's do his nose because we're going to do his nose with this also. I love the little nose. Okay, so let's put his ears on. So we're going to put glue on that. And one's going to go on this side. And the other one is going to go on the other. Let's make sure they are around the same. Let's put them down a little bit. Okay, there's his ears. Oops. I love the little ears. So darn cute. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do his hat. So we're going to add this to the bottom of the hat. His hat's going to go on like this, but I think I need to cut it a little bit shorter. So let's just go ahead and attach this. I'm going to leave space on both sides here. And we're going to cut it down. So let's cut it down here. And there. Okay, that's his hat. So you can see, you can't see where we joined it. You're only going to see that part of his hair. So let's go ahead and glue that down. I'm going to glue that on his head here. Just his little bangs and that little side are going to show on that one. Just use whatever part you like. I'm not going to fold the hat yet, but we'll do that here in a little bit. All right, let's punch out. I'm using a regular hole punch, and we're going to punch out 2 black ones for his eyes. And I like to put them on first to see where I want them. And this is his nose, so that nose is going to go on as well. So we're going to go ahead and glue those on. Every time you do them, he's probably going to look a little different because I use different parts of the hair, and yeah, you can do however you like it. So there's his eyes, and I'm going to use a mini dimensional on his nose because the nose is so darn cute. So we're going to use that on his nose. Put his nose on. I'm using a Jelly Roll pen just to give him some like little whites for his eyes. Ain't he cute? Oh my goodness. Okay. Then we're going to draw his mouth, and I'm just using a fine tip. I think it's 0.5. I'll link one in the description. And we are going to do his mouth. So we're just doing a little mouth. And we are going to again use our blends. I'm using the light this time for his cheeks, because he has to have his cheeks really cute. Let's get this centered more. And then we're going to put his holly on, or this on the bottom, and we're going to put the holly on his hat. So this is going to go right at the bottom, at his neck. These are really Christmas lights, but I turned them into a little collar for his neck. Okay, so that's going to go on there. Oh, I didn't put enough glue on that. Right there. I think I might trim. I think I did trim the last one off too on the other one. Trim that a little bit shorter. Yeah. Okay. So there he is so far. Let's put on the holly. I'm just going to take 2 of these holly. I guess I'll just do these 2. I'm going to use my little sponge dauber and my ink here. And we're just going to sponge the edges just so it shows up a little bit better on his hat because it's green on green. So we're going to just sponge the edges of this. Yeah, I think I'm going to like it better with it sponged. And then we're going to put the holly on and the little berries. So let's glue that to here. This one I used the small holly and the large holly. The other one I used both of the large. I'm going to put the berries on here. And we are going to put his hat on at the end once we get the box so that I can fold it the way I want it and then put the little bell on the end. You can even use a real bell on here, on there. It would be really cute, but we're going to set him aside and we are going to make our box. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and stamp the handle because I don't want to forget that part. So we're going to stamp it with Merry Christmas. This is also from the Reindeer Fun. So I'm going to guesstimate the center. I'm going to just stamp the Merry Christmas there. I love this Merry Christmas too. I love the writing of it. And I usually just take my bone folder and kind of, you need to get this ready for when we put the box together because the handle's going to go inside the box. Okay, we're going to score this piece, and all these boxes, like I said, are made the exact same way. So on the 1/8 inch side, you're going to score it at 3 and 5, and then you're going to turn it on the other 8-inch side and score 2 and 6. So 2 and 6. That's it, y'all. These boxes are super easy. Okay, so what we're going to do here on the sides, you are going to trim up here on both of these to that first score mark, and then I usually just take some off here and do the same on the opposite side to the first score mark and then take some off. All right, now we are ready to sharpen the score marks. Make sure you do this part because it's important for boxes. And this is how I glue this together now. I've changed it because I like not to see these little flaps. So you're going to put glue on these two right here, this one and this one. You're going to pull this up, and I like to use this as a guide to keep it straight. So these two are going straight up like that. And then instead of pulling this forward, I'm going to be putting glue on the outsides of these. And this one as well. And we're going to put our handle on first. So we're going to grab our handle, put some glue on the ends. And because this is going to be my front, the other side, I usually just line this up with that piece right there. Just line it right up to there and center it. And then do the same on this side. And then you can pull these up and your handle will be locked inside of the box. Just like that. And this, because these are going back, I'm going to make this my front. Okay, now we're ready to put him on the box. So we're going to put him right about there so his collar is right there. So let's put a bunch of wet glue on here. And we're going to center him on here. It's best to assemble him first before you put him on the box. And then we can fool with his hat, and I like to put two like little creases in it. So I like to do one there and maybe there because I like it to just kind of stick out like that. And we're going to put the bell on his hat here. Like I said, you can put a real bell if you want. So there is his little bell for his hat. I like to kind of do this at an angle so it kind of goes to the side. Oops, fix that bell. All right, and we're gonna put this bow on it too, because I'm gonna put a tag on these on the side. So I'm gonna use this ribbon, this shaded spruce, and this is the satin sheer ribbon. And I'm just gonna put it on the side, and I'll be putting a tag there, so that's why I wanna put a bow, because it's just too cute. You can even use some baker's twine. With it, we have red and white. You can use that and then put your tag on, but I'm going to use the ribbon here. And we're going to cut that. I love this ribbon. It's really pretty. All these things are current products, so you can get them all on my blog there. So there you go. He is all done. Just stick a tag on there when you're ready, and yeah, he's done. Look how fun they are. I hope you enjoy the little elf. He's so darling, and it would be just another cute one to add to my collection. I hope you love the tick character boxes. By the views that I get, I think that you all comment, and I really appreciate all that. So thank you so much. Always give it a thumbs up if you like it, because that really tells YouTube that people are liking it and that they will push it out more. So thank you so much. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. This is my host code for September. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Have a blessed day. Catch you in the next one. Bye.